Hey guys, just finished a pretty good session working on the bull market or the bull profile, I should say, for Invest with Instincts here in this product. And it got me kind of thinking. It was a reflection section that, taps into kind of taking time at different points, whether that's a week, a month, a quarter, a year, to really reflect on your thesis, your results. Do things need to change? Should they stay the same? Should you pull back? Should you get more aggressive? Things like that. Reflective moments, talking to friends, your colleagues or whatever it may be, to get new ideas, or to go into the shadows and not get new ideas so that you can stay convicted and aligned with the way you want. But I was then taking a little bit of a reflection for myself for this bull market that crypto has been in since October 2023, I guess it is. And so, yeah, I mean, we're coming up on, what is that, 2 years, roughly, a little over 2 years. And, we're getting into that point where things have gone pretty well. The plan has come to fruition in certain ways, not in other ways. A lot of good moves, a lot of bad moves. And, I've stuck to my guns on certain things, some of my big commitments to myself, and I've broken other ones, right? So going forward, it helps me reflect on like what I need to trust myself more on. Where did I not trust myself and kind of convince me to do things that I maybe didn't want to do? Did I come up with stories that were legitimate, or just create a story that gave me the ability to change my direction on certain things? So it's been an interesting thing. There were a couple spots where I had trades or investments that really worked. However, when I look back at them, I realize I could have executed them much better and had much bigger results. And when you give up some of those opportunities where you're seeing things right and you don't execute maybe as aggressively or properly as you could, where the risk was actually similar, those ones I regret more than some of the like losers that I've taken, which I can like accept just because they didn't work out. So these reflective points are good because an obvious instance for me was I took a Doge long, a spot Doge long into the presidential election, in which I was basically like with Elon and this Doge thing coming. If Trump wins, we could see Doge kind of run off this bottom basing pattern around 11 or 12 cents. And I just took a spot position. I kind of arbitrarily picked what I wanted to use for size, and then I went from there. Now, I probably made 2.5x overall. I've since exited it and put it to use in other places that I have more conviction in, even though I think it's still a decent trade. But I look back and I'm like, I could have actually put on a lot more size and risk with similar downside. So I could have probably gotten more of like a, 3 to 4x more return than I did if I had just kind of thought a bit deeper about the expression of the idea. So going forward, I'm going to be able to kind of, if I see a similar setup, think about like, okay, what would be the normal way I'd do this and how can I do it even better? And then talking to some other people about, maybe different ways to express it. Or if there's a different asset altogether that might be better. So even like breaking down my wins and kind of reflecting on that will help me moving forward in different ways. So something to think about for you guys as well, especially if you're in the crypto space. I'm going to put some of this reflection material under here for this little post, and then we'll be moving on. Almost kind of wrapping up the bull profile overall. Need to kind of format it because it's been a little bit all over the place, but kind of coming together, and then I'll move on to probably Owl next. So hope all is well. Cheers.